Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So when I was a kid, we actually had 9 planets. Pluto was still a planet. Of course, we've since discovered that there are many, many more objects similar to Pluto, and so we now call Pluto a dwarf planet. But Pluto has an orbital period of 90,560 Earth days, right? So, believe it or not, since its discovery, we have not seen Pluto go all the way around the Sun, even once just yet, right? So let that sink in, right? Pluto will appear in front of other star constellations that no human has ever seen at the moment. But something interesting comes up. Have you ever wondered what kind of holidays we would celebrate if we moved onto another planet? Well, let's take July 4, right, 1776, and add 1 Pluto year to that, 90,560. And we get June 14, 20. In other words, this Friday, when you look up at the sky, if you take a telescope and look at Pluto, it will be exactly the same place that it was at when we first, when the America became free, right? So let that sink in. Although I think it's kind of bad luck, though, because when I tried other years, let's say how many days in a Jupiter year, and I plugged in the other years. Weird things. There were some very historically bad dates that came up. Let's see. Let's do like 10 Jupiter years since independence. 1895. Maybe not so bad. But I remember the Spanish flu and Great Depression, and among other things were some of the dates. 11 is 47,663 days. 1907, around the time that McKinley was assassinated, right? Let's add another one. 51,996. Yep, Spanish flu when on our 12th Jovian 4th of July, we had the Spanish flu. I think 9/11 was also near one of the dates if you did Saturn or one of the planets at least. And this time it's really bad luck because Jupiter and Uranus just came into conjunction, and now we celebrate the 4th of July on Pluto. In 2020, the actual Earth 4th of July fell on Saturday, and it made me want to sing Saturday in the Park by Chicago. And unfortunately, for the first time in a while that the 4th of July fell on a Saturday, you actually couldn't go to the park because, or at least the parks were kind of restricted because of COVID-19, right? So I don't know. I'd be a little bit more cautious this week, right? But I like it because maybe the markets will crash and I'll get a good opportunity to buy another 1,000-ounce silver bar, right? Kind of looking forward to that, even though it might be bad news, right? Anyways, happy early 4th of July on Pluto. You know, ironically, 10 years ago, New Horizons flew past Pluto, and it used a nuclear battery containing plutonium, right? Just kind of ironic. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.